What up, everyone? Hope you had a good Christmas. I wish I did, but I punished myself. The first part of my day was spent with my parents and my brother and his kids, and that was fine. Oh, I got some nice gifts, but then I punished myself. Last week I spent $30 or so on American Gods DVDs, and I had 3 episodes left, and I forced myself to sit down and get through them. Honestly, 3 episodes left of the final season. I don't remember anything about the show worth remembering, except Ian McShane robbing people. He's God, he's Odin, and he just robs people. He doesn't really have any power. There's like Teenage Tech, and then there's Crispin Glover. I'm not sure the difference between those two still, after watching it. And then the third to last episode they're an hour long, and it was just 35 minutes was a gay orgy. Right, all the gay cab driver and the gay god and the gay goddess, or maybe she was trans. I couldn't tell. She was, but whatever. Hey, my girlfriend's also taller than me, and I'm pretty sure she's not a man at this point. But anyway, it was just ludicrous. This is where we can come to be ourselves. And I'm sorry if you're gay. Like, I don't have a problem with that, but how come gay characters can never just be normal but gay? You know what I mean? All it was just, oh, we can be ourselves. Oh, I can be myself here. Not evil society. Okay, I'm gonna have 10-foot feathers and a swing like a fucking toddler, and then I'm gonna blow a bunch of people. Dudes blowing dudes and chicks, eating chicks tacos over here. It's like, that's it. You just massive orgies with strangers and swings and feather hats. Is that really? Because according to Hollywood, that is like every gay guy and woman once the caps pull up. Oh man, society. What would you do if society would let you be you? Well, I would blow a bunch of strangers, swing on a swing set, and wear a feather hat. Okay, whatever. So, dead wife. I can't even tell you how she came back from being dirt at one point, honestly. Man, that glare is really bad. So, anyway, and then she meets another leprechaun and gets him killed like the last one. And, that was it. And then Blood Moon or Shadow Moon gets naked again, because naked Jack dudes is fine. It's just boobs that's the problem. But we are continuing, as I mentioned about Phoebe Waller-Bridge before, in Hollywood. If you have bobs and vagine, as my Indian foot fetish friends would say, you fail upwards, right? Phoebe Waller-Bridge made 007 the most expensive movie in the franchise, one of the most expensive movies of all time, just short of $1 billion, because they had to undo all her crap. Now they're redoing all her crap in Indiana Jones 5. And now, The Witcher, Blood Origin. So, most of you probably know, even a casual fan would know, Henry Cavill's done. Henry Cavill, you'd think this guy would be the dream. He's handsome, he's 6'5", he's ripped, and he's a nerd. Like, he's got thousands of hours playing these games. He knows, sources say he knows the books like the back of his hand, and the director, writing stuff. What can we do in the next episode? He's like, well, in book 5 on page 237, they bring up X, Y, and Z, right? And they just, yeah, that's great, Henry. That's good for you. Anyway, they've admitted now that most of them never read the books or played the games, and the ones who didn't like any of it. These aren't writers with any talent. These are, most of them don't. They're just feminist activists. That's it. They're left-wing feminist activists. And that's how they got the job. And it's a Witcher in name only. That's why Henry Cavill left. So I'm done with this. And now there's a smear campaign that said, look, we just wanted to use the name Witcher, but not any of the lore. We wanted to push our left-wing feminist propaganda as the characters. Strong women, Gladriel, types, Rey. And him wanting to be, they said that. The showrunner said that. Him wanting the show to represent the books and the games that people love was, quote, toxic and disrespectful. Yeah. So they just made Blood Origins. Again, this The 10 reasons why you should watch it. Not one of them had anything to do. It wasn't. Not one said it's a good show. It's great story, great characters, interesting characters. No, they said the reasons you should watch it. Okay, disability, whatever representation. There's a morbidly obese elf that does sign language, American Sign Language in an ancient culture based on Slavic traditions, namely Poland and Russia. It's got the first two dudes in the Witcher series swap and spit. It's got, which again, nothing wrong with that if you're gay, but I mean, if the fact you got a gay character is the only reason you want me to watch it, come on. Oh, what? You need to watch it? There are people who believe that, though. There are. Yeah, I don't care if it's good. It has men kissing, and that's important. Yeah, okay. Well, obviously not many, because the show's like 11%. Even the critics, I think, gave it 20%. If I'm wrong, it's 30%. Cat's pushing on the door. What was the third reason? Oh, diversity, of course. Yeah. Again, a very closed off continent based on ancient day medieval Russia and Poland, is just full of black and Asian women that are super strong and kick ass. And and it has ageist beliefs or whatever. Michelle Yeoh, I love you, but why'd you do that? Michelle Yeoh came out, because I'm 60, people want me to play a grandmother when I can still do kung fu and this, and it was like, well, of course they want you to play a grandmother. You're 60. Oh, anyway. What else was there today? Yes, this is the tradition now. We don't longer, if you want things, and all these people, these shows are going to get canceled for sure, because nobody's watching this crap anymore, especially now that Henry Cavill left. And now, after 4 seasons, because they've, they've already filmed 3, even though they haven't released it in Origins. Fine, if you guys stick around, you jerks, we'll finally make it like The Witcher, right? You're the problem. You and Henry Cavill wanting Witcher to be like Witcher is the problem, and not there. And we'll slow down on the strong, diverse female representation and gay representation if you just stick around. I think 4 seasons is enough. I don't think anybody needs to stick around and see the rest of it, but hopefully, I don't want to sound like I'm just complaining about this stuff. I mean, personally, I'm dead to it now, because they're all going to get fired. They're all going to lose their job. They won't have it, but, on to the next thing. Star Wars, Star Trek, James Bond, Indiana Jones, He-Man. Nothing's safe anymore. And they're just going to continue down the line until they've done this to every popular franchise. Resident Evil, right? You have the all-black female Resident Evil representation. Anyway, but it's got to end sooner or later, right? I think Netflix lost $1 billion this year. Amazon lost $1 billion. Disney's lost $2 billion. But yeah, we'll see how much money they have, because they keep losing this, and they're just like, an angry general bombarding people with fucking woke bombs instead of, they're just not getting the message yet. Send twice as many bombs. Ruin twice as many franchises. X-Men now said they're going to get rid of all the white people. Yep. New Marvel, Disney, X-Men will have 0 whites if they have their way. All right, because that's not racist, discriminating against white people. So if you got white skin, get the F out of here. That's not discrimination. Anyway, I'm just going to wrap it up there. Hope you all had a good Christmas. And, try not to think too bleakly about it. Like I said, $4 billion between the big ones lost this year. So I don't think they can keep it up forever. So I'm trying to stay optimistic for the new year. But we'll see.